Hey, what's up, Skelemystyk? One of the questions I get asked most frequently is, well, it's kind of a multi-question, but still yet the same question all at the same time. The question is, where can I find the best drop rate for fill in the blank? That could be gear, that could be pet jewels, that could be a mount, that could be, well, it's really anything you can get in the game. Where can I find the best drop rate for this or that or the other or whatever else? Well, let me tell you the answer to that. In this video, we're going to talk about the drop rate, what affects it, when, where, and why you should be going for a particular item. First things first. Back in the glory days. We're going to take, you know what? Before I do that, let's go to an example. This is a perfect place to start the discussion about the drop rate. The Lore Masters instance. This is where people first started noticing the drop rate and its effects and or lack of effects. Back in the glory days, the Lore Master, she would drop spells for you like it was an after Christmas sale at Walmart. You could go in there and 3 rounds later have yourself a spell. It might not be the spell that you had in mind, but then 3 more rounds, you could get a different one. And then maybe half a day's farming, you'd have everything she had to offer. You'd be good to go, and it would be time to get your little buns out of here and move on to something you really wanted to do instead of farming something over and over and over again. These days, as many players will attest to, the Lore Master is not what she used to be. She went from the Kmart Blue Light Special Sale to Ebenezer Scrooge and the Grinch all wrapped up in one. These days, you can farm for days, weeks, months, sadly, possibly even years, and not get the spell that you're looking to get. Why is that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's because of the drop rate. The biggest secret to the drop rate is that the drop rate is not a static number. King's Isle, since the days of Lore Master, has altered and changed. Okay, I'm going to qualify this statement, and then I'm going to say why. Okay, King's Isle has altered and changed the drop rate to things to suit themselves as they go. Now, here's the qualification to that. I have no hard physical proof. In other words, no staff member from King's Isle said, yeah, man, we changed the drop rate just to screw with you guys. You don't even really know what you're doing there. Some days you ain't going to get a chance of getting it at all. No, nobody's actually said that. But the numbers don't lie. It used to be, wow, that's a cool book floating in the, okay, so actually on the desk, never mind. It used to be, like I said, you could come in here for a couple of days, maybe even a couple of farms, and pick up what you wanted to get as far as a Lore Master spell. Not so anymore? True, not so anymore, because the drop rate has been lowered. It has been my experience, and I'll explain why I think that is here shortly, but it has been my experience that those wonderful, beautiful, high drop rates where you're just collecting all kinds of goods as fast as you can pick them up are promotional only. They usually only last within the first couple of weeks or whenever the promotion is going on and is really up there in their headers, up there in the news, up there in the community buzz, that kind of thing. And after that, once everybody's hyped up and they're like, oh yeah, man, that drop rate is cool. I could really go over there and get my stuff right now. The drop rate gets lowered, and people spend even more time farming just to get one spell than they used to farm to get all the spells. This is a device. This is not just by King's Isle, but by all gaming companies to change drop rates to keep people playing more. That is what these games are about. That's the whole goal of developers, is to get you to be playing their game for as long as possible. Okay, and that's one of the devices by which this is done. Hang on a minute. You know what, guys? I'm going to take a screenshot right here. Give me just a minute because this is a beautiful shot for this video. Okay, I got it. I have my thing turned off so you guys can't see it. But anyway, point to the whole thing, back to the drop rate. Okay, that is what gaming companies do. They alter drop rates at times to suit themselves to keep you guys playing longer for the same type of stuff. Let me go to another example of the drop rate and I'll continue this discussion. Okay, another top shelf example of the drop rate. Here, the Elephant Graveyard. Back whenever they first released code wand drops for fishing here in the Elephant Graveyard, I'm pretty sure that I myself did. I'm pretty sure that every other YouTuber who could get here, who did Wizard101 videos, did a video on this about the code wands of Zafaria. In that video, not only in my video, but in pretty much all the videos, you saw us over here, and we were going to town on code wands. I mean, we had wands stuck here. We had wands stuck there. We had wands flowing out of our pockets. Code wands. The stuff that everybody's been dying for. Fog staff. I mean, all of them was just flowing out of our fingers. We were picking up a code wand every couple of minutes, if not more than that. These days, as my friend... Sorry, I had to do this, Tim. It's you, brother. These days, as my friend Tipperoni will admit to, the code wands are not coming out of these waters nearly so easily. Not at all. Again, why? Because that promotional period for the code wands was over. The drop rate got lowered. Okay? Yes, again, once more, we have no verbal or written documentation as fact from any staff member that this is so, but we go back to a basic premise. The numbers don't lie. I myself was back here just the other day. What was I fishing for? I was fishing for something. I can't even remember what it was. Anyhow, I was back here for about 4 hours, and in that 4 hours, I got, I think, 2 of the minor code wands. 2. Maybe it was 3, but I think it was 2. 2 of the minor code wands. That means no fog staff, no amethyst staff, none of that. So there's a difference right there. Okay, I came here for a half a day to make a video. I pick up 40 wands. I come here for half a day just to fool around. I pick up 2 wands. Math is math. Okay, my fishing skills didn't deteriorate. I used all the same methods that I did the last time I was here. Nothing changed except the drop rate. This is just another one of those areas. Code wands. Popular item. King's Isle knew there'd be people here pretty much forever after trying to get themselves a code wand, fog staff, you know, whichever one it was going to be. And the drop rate has been changed. Okay? They pulled the old hoodwink, the old snufferdink on you. They pulled the wool over your eyes. Okay? The drop rate has changed. Now, you've heard me go on and on about how they've changed the drop rate. What you want to hear is, well, what can I do about it, Scal? Come on. If you've told me about the drop rate change, I know that. I'm not dumb. What can I do about it? This is what you can do about it. If you want a better drop rate for this stuff, keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open. Whenever there's a promotion in relation to anything that goes on here, maybe they release a new fog staff. Why does it keep doing that? That's weird. It keeps shifting me back. Anyway, whenever there's a new promotion about anything having to do with this stuff, the drop rates temporarily, and mind you, it's quick, so you've got to be on the ball. The drop rates temporarily go back up. Now, do they go back up to original release percentages? No. But they sure go up to a lot more than two code wands in 4 hours. It's a lot more than that. So that's what you need to do. Why, man, I keep switching me around. It's weird. That's what you need to do in relation to any of the drop rate stuff. For instance, let me go to the next area and I'll talk about that and I'll tell you what it is we can do and when to do it. And it brings me to the last area that I'm going to go to in this discussion about the drop rate. What it is that you can do about it. Like I said, keep your eyes open. This is another prime example. I am in Mirage, the Ruble Wastes at the Chronoverge. I am here because if you watch my Pierce Jewels video, this is one of the places from these cats in this instance that you can pick up a number of good Pierce Jewels. However, I have had more than one report that, Skell, are you lying to me? I've been in that thing for 2 hours now. I haven't got one Pierce Jewel. What's up with that? Now, RNG, the random number generator, does affect the drop rate, of course, to a degree. But the random number generator isn't the be-all, end-all. A lot of times with the random number generator, people will say to me, well, Skell, you're full of crap. It doesn't take that long. Man, I got my Pierce Jewel in the first drop. There's no way it can be that bad. I got my second Pierce Jewel in the third drop. There's no way it can be that bad. Yeah, it is that bad overall. We're not just talking about, lucky instances or really, really lucky spins of the random number generator. The drop rates are what they've been set to be. The only way, the best way currently is to keep your eyes open for news and information about the game. As an example, if tomorrow they release info that in another week or two they're going to bring out 8% Pierce Jewels, if they do that, the drop rate for these will go up. Until, a couple weeks after those 8% Pierce Jewels have been released, the drop rates for these will be up. Will they be up to original levels? Again, no. But they will be up from what they are currently. This works for Pierce Jewels. This works for spells. Now, mind you, Lore Master does not drop any better chance for spells now, even if a new spell is added to the queue. Like, for instance, they added Pigsy and all the other Wisteria spells to this. They added Pigsy and those spells to Lore Master, but that does not mean that Lore Master's particular drop rate for spells has gone up. However, it does mean you got a better drop rate on the treasure cards to craft the spell. So that's one example that's a little bit shaky. But with code wands and whatnot like that, if they ever release a new code wand, or if they're having some kind of a special sale going on, any kind of news that affects that item will affect the drop rate. It will make the drop rate increase somewhat, if not to its original levels. That's what you want to do. Yes, I know, it's kind of annoying. A waiting game is kind of a pain in the tail, but you can do things, for instance, like with these Pierce Jewels. Instead of just getting the Pierce Jewels for the wizard you're working on right now, go farm Pierce Jewels for all your schools of wizards. Even if they're not a high enough level, farm them ahead of time. Stash them away in your jewel vault. Stash them away in your bank, whatever. Because then whenever that wizard reaches that level, you'll have the Pierce Jewels ready to go. Anytime you see a good drop rate for anything, farm the living bejeebers out of that thing. Get extras. Because you never know when the drop rate's going to be set to a promotional level again. Guys, this is everything I can tell you, the best way I can tell you how about the drop rate, what affects it, and what to do about it. I hope that this helps you out. In the long run, if not in the short term, you'll at least understand what's going on with the thing. If you enjoyed this video, do all those things you already know how to do. Like, subscribe, share, yell my name to everybody you know. Sorry, I'm losing my voice again. I'm still a little bit sick. Excuse me. As well, if you want to hang out with me on Twitch, see me live, shoot the breeze, whatever. I stream on Twitch pretty much every evening in the world. I took a couple days off during Christmas, a couple days here while I've been sick. But I'm back to it, guys. As of tonight, I am back on the job, streaming every night. Shooting for that partner. Come on, partner hype. Help me out. I would love to see you there. The community that I have there of viewers is really, really cool. Best people I've ever seen as far as a group of viewers goes, to be honest. A lot of them just absolute gems. You would be more than welcome there. We would really love to have you. Until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace.